Hey there, my name is Silas Hannemann and you are watching my video, which is also my final project for our Intro to Music Education class. In this video, I will be answering 4 questions within a time limit, so I better not drag this on. Let's go to the first question. What is your earliest musical memory? How do you think that influenced your path? Yeesh, starting off strong, aren't we? Well, I suppose that my first musical memory would be my first memory, but it's one of those memories where it feels so long ago that it might have just been fabricated. Like, I think that I was 2 at the time, and you don't normally remember that kind of stuff when you're 2. Either way, it happened when I was really young, like when I was still in my crybaby phase. So like 10. I was crying about something, and I guess that we had company over, which wasn't really a normal thing for my house. So my mom took me out to the back porch and was holding me and saying, "You are my sunshine" to me. And aside from that, the only other thing I remember was that I was thinking of Cinderella for some reason. As for how that really affected my choice in career, I don't think it was a make or break thing. But not only was it the first instance of music in my life, but it was also sort of my first memory of being loved. And I think that's something cool. And maybe it subconsciously made me relate love and whatever to music, and that's why I'm so happy doing music and stuff. Why do I want to be a teacher? There was a pretty long time where I had no idea what I wanted to do. I mean, I always liked being an artist and stuff, but then I joined middle school band, and it was kind of rough because I wasn't very good with drums and stuff, but the keyboard instruments I would rock because I've been playing piano since I was like 5. And then we got out of 6th grade, and we moved on to the concert music. Now, that was really fun, because we had these cool pieces like Abracadabra and Dark Adventure Journey. Yeah, that was it. And that was all fun and games and stuff. And then high school happened. Oh no, it was all the drama and the girls and the puberty and the... No, high school was great. Well, high school band was. High school sucked. But the band was great. You know why? Because there was marching. And oh man, the marching band. We were playing these elaborate songs that lasted for like 10 minutes, and everyone was like making patterns on the field that I couldn't really see because I was on the field too, playing in the pit, and the color guard was dancing, and we were having visuals and stuff, and it sounded amazing, and oh, it was just so great. But it wasn't the performing that really got me. It was the community. Everyone in the marching band was friends with one another. We helped each other out. We knew everyone's names, even though there were like 200 people in it. Yeah, we had a pretty big marching band. Not as big as some, though. Oof. And I remember one night after a late practice, I had finished putting away my instrument. I walked into the big band hall, and everyone was in there. All my friends were in there, and they were all talking and laughing, and it just made me think, I want to do this for the rest of my life. Okay, that's cool and all, but where does the teaching part come in? Funny you mentioned that. Before I was dead set on being a musician and all that jazz, I wanted to be an artist. I wanted to be able to inspire people and create things and just make people happy with whatever I do, instead of, I don't know, being a manager. But in being a teacher, I saw that I could inspire people on a much wider scale. I could reach out to them when they have their most potential, when they have their life all before them and they don't know what they're gonna do. They could follow their dreams and be a musician, be a composer, also a director. Can you tell that this is improv yet? What matters most to you at this time in your development as a future music educator? This is the part where I answer very cynically and say that the most important thing to me is just passing everything and being a good boy. And it kind of is, but there's a lot more that I want to expand upon. Of course it's important to me that I pass all my classes and learn a whole bunch of stuff about music, but I also want to learn a lot more about people. See, something I like to think about while I'm here is that everyone else here is a high school graduate. They didn't drop out, they didn't flunk out. In fact, they got accepted into college. Like, that's a kind of big deal. And yet, why is everyone here so stupid? Oh, but I kid, of course. Sort of. But while I'm here, I like to think about the kinds of things that I could get myself into and hopefully get myself out of as a teacher. Like, of course, the students will always be weird and their parents will always be really annoying. But if/when I have a lesson with someone who won't encourage me, who just nonstop puts me down no matter how hard I try, I like to think that it's a lesson that I will always encourage my students. And I suppose that's what I'm getting at. I'm here to learn, in class and outside of class. Like, there are so many situations that happen here that I need to figure out and understand what I would do as a student and what I would do as a teacher who knows that student. Okay, bottom line, the thing that matters most to me in this time and my development as a future music educator, totally didn't read that, is just experiencing everything I could experience and learning how to deal with it from both sides. Consider how you can and will make a difference to future generations of musicians. Consider also what and how you intend to grow during your time as a music educator. I like the use of the word grow here because it's like we're tending to a little garden. It's like growing relationships and friendships and other ships. I feel like a lot of what we covered in class was how students view teachers. Like, it seems that students put teachers up on a pedestal. Not normally like a flattering one, but still. They're up there with their parents and other things like that. Emphasis on parents, and if there's anything that I learned in class, it's that teachers are like a second set of parents, sometimes even better than the biological parents, which is kind of screwy, but I mean, I never planned on having any kids. But if there's anything that you might have figured out from question 3, it's that I want to inspire people. I want to make a difference in their lives, and I want them to be different because they knew me. And of course, there's also this underlying theme in all of humanity where everyone just wants to be immortal. They want to live forever, figuratively. Well, yeah, mostly figuratively. And while one side of me wanted to do that by creating music and composing and stuff, as I went further into teaching, I thought I could have an even bigger influence if I taught others to compose and create. That way, I guess I could become immortal by helping others to be immortal in their own way. And then maybe they'll help others to be immortal, and then I'll be like, what is that, triple immortal? That's pretty cool. And as for that second part, how I intend to grow, and what I intend to grow, well, of course I want to become more skilled as a musician. I don't want to be a musical hypocrite. I think that's a word that Dr. Pecan used. And like I said before, I want to meet new people and grow relationships. That way I know more people, and I know how other people can be instead of just my limited mindset for now. And of course, I intend to learn how to teach by being in classes like these. So, in conclusion, my first musical memory was my mom singing to me, and it made me realize how close love and music can be. I want to be a music teacher because I love the music environment and the community, and I want to inspire people. While I'm here, I want to learn different kinds of scenarios I could be put through as a teacher and as a student, and I look forward to being a part of my students' lives, and I hope that I can lead them to the path of glory. Oh, and I'll grow by attending all of my classes and making relationships with people to do all the other things that I just said. Once again, this is Silas Hannemann in 2017. Thank you for watching, and I hope that I can see this video again.